Rapid revision is a gem. Enrich them with the previous year topic and they are the perfect and the most concise notes for the exam. Apart from that, never underestimate any short subject. They will give you the highest output with the minimum input. Hi everyone, this is Sachin Kumar Goel. I'm a dermatology resident at All India Institute of Medical Science, New Delhi. I secured a rank of 11 in AIIMS June 2020 exam. I did my undergraduation from Maulana Azad Medical College, New Delhi. Today I'll be discussing my journey for preparation of PG with you guys. To be honest, I was very casual about my PG preparation during my undergraduation, and so too was my NEET result. I secured a rank of 35,000 plus in my NEET 2020 examination. Although I was well prepared for the thing and took that rank as a motivation for me to do something good for the further exam. So we had our NEET exam on 5th of January 2020, and after that I took 2 to 3 days just to analyze how I will be spending my coming months for the preparation. As it is commonly said, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. So I prepared a plan of 2.5 months for my first revision and religiously followed each and every day of the target which I have set for the day. Coming to my strategy was really simple. Notes with at least 2 revision and previous year paper with a lot of grand test. And among these, the thing which I found most important was the previous year papers. Coming to first part, that is notes. Most of the aspirants have doubts that which is the best faculty and which faculty provides the best note. But you should understand this, that every notes are perfect. It's the you who is the game changer. Apart from that, don't overburden your notes by anything you come across while solving the MCQ, as there is no benefit of adding too much things into the notes if you are not gonna revise them. I always believe in smart study, of course with the hard work, and I followed a targeted approach towards the exam. As the syllabus of the exam is really huge, so I started concising my syllabus based on the importance of the topics and the importance of the subject that are frequently asked. Now the question arises, what are these high yield topics? Here comes the role of my second strategy, that is the previous year paper. The examination board have habit of focusing on some important topics repeatedly, so you should be thorough with each and every question being asked for at least 3 years. In my case, I did for around 6 years of previous year papers. I am really bad at studying notes monotonously and always a fan of multiple choice questions. I used to give grand test weekly initially and gradually increase my frequency to twice weekly. Students usually have doubt when should they start giving grand test. Some students think that they will start giving grand test after completing 50% syllabus. Some think that they will start giving grand test after completing the whole syllabus. But you should understand this, that grand test not only tells you about the amount of preparation you have done. Apart from that, it also teaches you about the time management, improves your speed of solving the questions, and yeah, of course, somehow improves your guessing skill. So you should start giving grand test as early as possible. Giving a grand test is okay, but the difficult part comes after giving a grand test, that is the analysis of the test. The benefit reduces to a huge amount if you don't analyze the mistake you have done during the exam. Try considering the GT as an opportunity to learn 200 questions and master those topics so you don't make any mistake out of these topics again. Initially, I used to analyze each and every question of the exam, but gradually as I starting having confidence about the topic, I reviewed only the wrong question or the question which I have marked wrong. Some other advices, don't run after the controversial question. Most of the students spend a lot of time by posting the controversial question over the social media. These questions never gonna be rank deciding. Apart from that, always be aggressive during the exam and make your count high. I attempted around 196 to 197 questions during my exam. Make schedule in a way that you get time to revise your syllabus at least twice. In this era of abundance of resources, make use of things smartly like custom modules, clinical correlation videos, mini tests, and flashcards. I always say rapid revision is a gem. Enrich them with the previous year topic and they are the perfect and the most concise notes for the exam. Apart from that, never underestimate any short subject. They will give you the highest output with the minimum input. You will be able to solve most of the questions of a subject like dermatology by spending 2 to 3 days over it, but not such case with the subject like medicine, as you won't be very confident even after spending 2 to 3 weeks over a subject like medicine or surgery. You must be clear about the things you're gonna do in your most crucial period, that is the last 7 days and the last 1 month of the examination. Some last final advice: always dream big. Everyone is talented. You just need to have obsession for the thing you want to achieve in your life. If I can come from 35,000 to 11 in a span of 5 months, you too can. Plan things beforehand. Don't study randomly and solve a lot of GTs. And the last three important things: revision, revision, and revision. So all the best. Signing off, Sachin Goel.